talk a little bit about that relationship with the Commonwealth, because it hasn't always been an easy one, but she managed to carry it off with aplomb, didn't she?
Absolutely. And don't forget that she made her first broadcast, making that famous pledge from Cape Town. I think it was in 1947 when she was on tour. It happens to be the town in which I was born and brought up, but she was there. She was there making that speech 3 years before I was born. So although I'm in my 70s, she preceded me by a long way. And that was, of course, repeated then down the years with many, many tours of the Commonwealth, all of its 56 countries, or most of them she visited. And, as leader of the Commonwealth, as the head of the Commonwealth, she, of course, represented a third of mankind. That's 2.6 billion people that she was really in a sense, at least in a way, in charge of, which is an extraordinary relationship.
And how easy will it be, do you think, for King Charles III to step into those shoes and to maintain that leadership of all of those, as you say, those millions of people?
Well, I think it will not be easy. He has, of course, spent many years touring the Commonwealth. He knows many of them intimately. You only think of the way in which, his children spent a long time in Lesotho, something that is forgotten. But they went there and have a strong link with it. And the whole of the royal family, has a strong link with many of the many parts of the Commonwealth. I worked on Africa all my time, and I remember, for example, Princess Diana's visit to Angola, where she went through the minefields. I mean, taking a risk. I know it was a limited one, but taking it. And people don't forget those things. But at the same time, one can't ignore the fact that many also hold Britain responsible for its colonial past. And there was an interesting comment in the Nation in Kenya, and one of their commentators had this to say. They've just had a new government. Perhaps our new government and theirs will sense the change that is coming through citizens, especially the youth, who don't understand the need for these systems and ruling classes that currently exist, and will therefore abolish them for a new world order. And maybe we as Kenyans will divest from the false romance of a distant queen and lay this detrimental idea to rest along with her body. Now, that is only one point of view. If you, for example, I just listened to the New Zealand National Radio. It led with the royal, the death of the Queen and the accession of King Charles. So there are huge differences between between nations and within nations as to how people are regarding this event.